Hello guys. So today we will be discussing the variables and data types for the Swift programming language. What are the variables? What are the data types available? How we can utilize that whenever we are creating any applications, uh, iPhone applications using the Swift programming language. So we will quickly look at the different variable data types available into the Swift language. So let's start with the sample project. So we do have a sample project ready here. So we'll see how we can declare that variables, how we can use that, what are the inbuilt functions available which can be handy for us whenever we are performing any operations. So let's start with the first one. So whenever we are using any variable, we have to first declare that variable. And unlike other programming languages, uh, in a Swift language, first of all, we have to declare the variables and we have to define the data type as well. If we are not defining the data type, it will not identify the data type of the variable. Uh, so there are lots of languages available in the market that are automatically defining the data types, but in Swift programming, it's not possible. We'll have to define either it's an integer or string type of values or whatever dictionary or array we are using. We'll have to identify that variable. We'll have to define that variable while we are declaring. Okay, so let's start first of all. uh, Whenever we are declaring the variable, we have to start with a where. Either we can use where or let. We already discussed this on in earlier videos. Where is used when the variable we are using uh, has a value that can be changeable, so at that time we need to use where, and rest of the cases we can use a let if we are having the value statically defined value which is not going to change anytime. So at that time we can declare it as a let component. That is the only difference. After the variable name, we have to define uh, after the where we have to define the variable name here. So let's say my number, and now here I need to give the data type for that, and here I can define the temporary value here. So what is the syntax is, either where or let we need to uh, declare here as per the requirement, either it's a static or dynamic variable, and after that we need to define the variable name whatever we are going to keep, and after that that variable is integer or string. That data type we have to define here, and after that we'll have to define the default value. Default value is not that compulsory, it's optional, but still we are, most of the cases we are defining the optional value, we're passing the optional values so that the compiler can know that what are the default values. Suppose this variable is directly going to use whenever it's coming to this page, so it's required to have some default value available so it can perform the rest of the task. Now here what we can do is we can declare another variable. So where my number, again, has a 3 value. Let's change the variable name. This is the one. So now we have two integer values here, and two of them has a different values. So how we can use that? Now we need to uh, just make an addition for this value. So how we can do that? So we can simply either declare the third variable if we required that value to the final variable, so that it will be passed on to the variable. So we can do that like where final number integer, and again default value. Let's change it to 10 and 33, and final number has a default value to 0. So how we can do that? Final number equals to my number 1 plus So by this way we can just simply do the addition operation for this integer variable. So as simple as that we can do that. Now this is the integer variable. There is another variable called string value. For example, I am declaring something my name. So I'll have to give the data type as I'm doing into the integer type, and then I need to pass the value here, and here I am declaring another variable. Again I'm declaring. So as we can see, there are two variables I have declared. Now these are the string type of variables. So suppose I need to merge these values. I do not want to do the addition operations. I'll use the same bitwise operator, but I need to do the merge operation this time. So how Swift is using this addition operation, and here. So how Swift is better than other languages is, if I do same use of the bitwise operators, it will automatically identify that I am using this bitwise operator for string values or either integer values, and on basis of that it will perform the actions. Like if we do here, I am taking another variable full name, and currently the value is blank. So what I need to do is I need to merge two values and I need to get it to the full name. So full name equals to my name plus my surname. So as we can see, the variables are different, but still I am performing the same operation, same bitwise operator I am using, and same perform I actions I am doing. But how it will give the result? So it's automatically identifying the variable and data types of this integer value, and on basis of that, uh, if it will identify plus as a additional operator, and it will perform the arithmetic operation, and it will give the result like 43. So we can also uh, let's print out the value, and at the same time we are using the similar bitwise operator here. So it will do the merge operation and it will give us the appended value by the my name and my surname. So let's see how it works. So here it will try and fetch the values. Okay, so as we can see the result, final number we are getting is a 43. It's doing the summation operation, and here it's doing the appending operation for the using the same operators. So this is how we can use the variables. We can define the variables and we can use these data types to perform the operations. Also, there are lots of other variables and data types available that we can use, like we can declare it to the float value as well. So in that case, we can change it to the different values. So rest of the cases will be same. So also we can declare the double values, as well as we can use the characters and string values, which can be used to perform the appending operations. And we suppose we need to perform many string matching operations, that we will see how we can more utilize that in later videos. So this is all for this video, guys. Thank you.